Good evening, guys, and welcome into the premiere of the uphill road test of the new 2022 ACUMA LEDs. I am really speechless because I just finished measuring the light intensity with my light meter, and as I will show you later on, the results are simply amazing. If you want xenon look and brightness and visibility and everything, this is what you need to buy. They are simply amazing, although they have 6500 Kelvin, so 6500 Kelvin. The light is not with a bluish tint or a blue look like I thought it would, but it's really the same very nice pure white. You saw at the beginning I had to adjust a bit the exposure of the camera in order to show them to you as close to reality as possible. The sheer amount of light is really amazing, and keep in mind right now I am driving on a road that already has LEDs in the street lights, and yet the light is really visible from my car. I measured them as expected from 1 foot away. They went off the chart, but at 3 meters, so at 10 feet away, the results were preposterous in a very good way, something like 2 times better than Hikari Acme X LEDs. And this is the reason that I will not consider the 10 feet measurement for now, and this is due to the exterior temperature. There are -6 degrees Celsius, and I think the temperature must do something to my light meter, and I'm afraid it would be an incorrect amount of foot candela and lux. But I can tell you that these are definitely the most powerful lights I had on my car. Even with the bare eye, the light is simply incredible. It's simply incredible. And look, there is nobody blinded from the opposite way. And trust me, they would not be able to bear it. I mean, right now I have them at the level 2 in height out of 4, just like I reviewed and tested all the Hikari LEDs, because above 2 at 3 it's murder on the road. So just look at it. I'm facing the car straight into the area where the drivers from the opposite way are. Not a single flash, and this is also uphill, so even in a reflector these LEDs are amazing. The light is incredible, even in the area where the streets are already lit, very well lit with LEDs. The light is incredible. I mean, I've never experienced such a visibility on my car. There is a but. If you want to buy these LEDs, which I hands down recommend you to, they are amazing. Jesus Christ, just look at the light right here. It is incredible. It is daylight with only the low beams. Guys, keep in mind. Wet roads, it doesn't matter. There is one very important aspect, as I told you, that but you need to have very much clearance or room inside your headlamp, or you need to purchase an aftermarket rubber cover for the dust and water behind the headlight, because with my current dust and water rubber covers, I cannot close them. I cannot put them back on the back of the headlamp because of the hardness of the entire wire that these amazing, outstanding LEDs come with. Man, I'm really I'm lighting everything up right here. The light is simply incredible. Guys, I wish you would be able to see with your own eyes what I'm seeing right now. Because of this, I was, as you will see, you know, I try to be as open and as transparent as possible, and I promise you I only speak the truth. As you will see in the install recordings, I was able to somehow insert the entire harness of the LEDs on the left headlamp, so in the headlamp on my side, on the driver's side. There the dust rubber cover is placed on, but on the other side, on the right headlamp, on the passenger side, I simply wasn't able to do so. And you can imagine it's not good to drive like this. First of all, the headlamp will draw moisture inside of it overnight, and of course all the dust from the road and even water will enter there if you drive a lot like that. So you need to order from eBay, from I don't know wherever, some dust covers that are really wide, in case you don't have those already. The OEM Renault dust covers for my Renault Clio 3 are really thin, you saw, and This is the only downside, but you can go around it, or you can solve it without any problems. But just keep in mind, if you have thin dust covers, you need to replace them with some that are, let's say, the widest ones you can get, and like that you will not have any problems whatsoever. The installation, the connection, the socket fitting was really easy, but the hardest part for me was to try to manage the wires there with my very thin dust covers. That's all. Otherwise, man, oh man, what a light. Right now I'm driving a bit slower because in front we have a bus and 3 cars, and really there's no need to rush. I would drive like this for the pleasure of it, anywhere, anytime. I mean I have literally the LEDs of that Mercedes that passed me by. It's such a shame they cannot be used in Europe yet. Maybe the legislation will be different in the future, but you can use them in any type of headlights as long as you adjust them correctly. You will not blind anyone. Just make sure you place them as you'll see that I will say in the review of them, with the diodes at 9 and 3 o'clock, of course, and after the first turn on, if you see the light pattern isn't perfectly sharp, you can still adjust them. So even with the LEDs fitted in, you can turn them to fine adjust them in such a way that the beam pattern will be perfect. And this is really a perfect beam pattern. On the left side, the light is on a shorter range and on a lower level, and on the right it's much higher. You can see the side of the road perfectly, the street signs, everything. It's such a pleasure to drive like this. No eye fatigue, no nothing, no fear that you might hit something because you didn't see. I highly recommend you to try them, but have the widest dust covers prepared. That way you will have a perfect airflow, a perfect cooling, and enough room to install them just like you want. If you have projectors, you will own the streets and the night. That's for sure. I have only good things to say about the LEDs, so my inconvenience is not caused by them in any way, but from the lack of having some proper and white dust covers, that's all. You can still have room for the harness to put it in the housing of the headlamp, but the power connector will stick a bit in the outside, and that's where that extra width of the dust covers will come perfect. Right here we're in Poiana Mică, or Little Poiana, just before Poiana Brașov. Everything that reflects the light pops out in an amazing way, but the way the road appears is on a whole different level. Right now I will come to the parking lot where I will start the downhill road test, which I'll use in all the comparison videos. Even here where the road is somehow wet, so it's darker, the light is outstanding for this road conditions. So yeah, I highly recommend them, and let's see right now how the downhill road test will go. Bye bye guys.